everyone, it's Katrina from Om Shanti Yoga Studio. Welcome to Modification Mondays. I'm sorry about the little camera thing there, I'm still learning all of this and I just wanted to make sure I could get the back part in. Anyway, I wanted to do modifications today on a downward facing dog. Obviously, a downward facing dog is featured a lot in yoga classes, and I guess I just wanted to first start up by saying give yourself permission if downward facing dog doesn't feel right in your shoulders or any other part of your body to just cut it out altogether. The last thing you want to do is feel pressured to be taking a pose that is really not good on your body, especially if you're feeling any impingement feelings or sharp pains in the shoulders. Best to probably avoid it altogether. So firstly, we all know our downward facing dog, we're up on the hands and the feet. So this is our classic sort of downward dog pose. But to this, there's lots of options. So from here, you can lower down onto the forearms if a downward facing dog is causing you problems on the wrists. So that's probably the first thing. If you've got any issues with the wrists, you can take the forearms down. And if we're doing active movement in a downward facing dog, you've got an option to just take the pose on the hands and the knees. So just always making sure though on the hands and knees that you bring the hands under the shoulders, not forward like in a downward facing dog, just to create more stability into the shoulders. And you can do a version of a three-legged dog pose here, extending the back leg out, either these sort of tiger curls, bringing the knee in. So again, no downward dog. And that way it's making it a bit more accessible for everybody. Other options for a downward facing dog is to take a child's pose. So if you need a bit of a rest when you're flowing into a downward facing dog, you can come into a child's pose. And another option is to take a heart melting pose or puppy pose. So if you're doing this instead of a downward facing dog, be really careful here to make sure that you're not sinking in a way that the shoulders are coming back and the ribs are flaring out. Just again to be safe with the shoulders. So puppy pose, we have the hips stacked above the knees and the hands are coming forward. But as you start to lower down, again, make sure the chest isn't coming all the way down like this and the shoulders are above the head. So we keep this kind of downward facing dog activation here. So we've got that as an alternative to a downward facing dog, and you can keep that strong by pressing into the earth and getting this energetic feed back into your body. So you're not just sort of sinking into the shoulders, you're not sinking and just resting. You can still be quite active by drawing the tummy back in to activate the core, broadening across the back of the body to open through the shoulder blades, but also getting strength into the shoulders and the arms. So there's some options this evening for your downward facing dog. And again, please always give yourself permission to have a rest if you need to, especially when you're doing lots of flowing through those connecting vinyasas. So there's always options. Take care of yourself and your body, but also, learn when you are sitting in a place where you just always go to that safe place, not physically, but as in mentally. And sometimes it's a good idea to play that edge a little and to push through those barriers. So maybe adding a bit more time in downward facing dog, so long as that's okay in your shoulders and in your body. So once more, if there is any pose that you would like some modifications for, or you're not sure on or have any questions about, please feel free, if you don't feel comfortable typing them underneath, just send me a message. I'm always happy to help out, as yoga is absolutely my passion, and I want to show you how it's something that can be accessible to everybody. Namaste. Have a fantastic evening.